Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so yeah.
No, let's go. Okay, we're going.
Yeah, this is Trevor Jackson, one
You
of
forgot my name
the
for a minute, didn't you?
one of the best DJ, musician, producer, graphic designer, and art director in England.
Really?
Well, in
You
Britain.
think so?
Yeah.
Wow, thank you.
We researched quite a lot for that.
Well, you introduced me, thank you. I'm not very good at introducing myself, so.
So yeah, do you want to tell us more about your work and how long you've been living in East London?
I've been living in East London for living and working for 25 years. And I've worked in, like you said, I started off working with graphic design and art direction, then I started making music, and then through making music I started producing other bands, and then I had record labels.
Which band?
What bands did I produce?
Yeah. Name a few of them.
Well, I remix as well. I remixed loads of bands for Massive Attack, U2, The Cure, Run DMC, Yellow, Soft Cell, The Gospel, hundreds of people. Well, and then and now I do all those things.
And East London for you was quite of important or inspiring place to live.
When I first moved to East London, I came here because it's the only place I could afford to live.
Yeah.
So
When was that?
This was when I started working. I started working in East London in 1988, 1989. So I had a cheap studio in Clarkham, and then I came to live here maybe. When did I come to live? I'm getting old now, so my memory's not that good. But basically, living in East London at the beginning was just affordable. It was inspiring because it was just quiet and cheap, and lots of people moved here because they couldn't afford to live anywhere else. And there was just loads of interesting record labels and little bars and little clubs and fashion designers, photographers, and it was an exciting. It still is an exciting place to be.
But how do you see the change for the last 10 years?
I think it's like it happens everywhere in the world. You get an area of the city which is somewhat decrepit, and then students and creative people move there because they don't care about living in a posh house, and they build the area up. They set the foundation for something creative, and then money people come along and think, that area will have potential, and we put investment in it, and it starts building. They start gentrifying somewhere. So it happens everywhere, and in many ways, some ways it's good, some ways it's bad. When I first used to live and work around East London, coming to Hoxton and Shoreditch was dangerous.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Even parts of London were rough. You would put your life into your hands walking around at night. So in that way, it's a lot safer. But at the same time, it's become a lot more corporate.
Yeah.
So but the worst thing is pushed out. That's the worst. I don't mind corporate people coming in and gentrifying an area if it's going to improve the area for everyone, not just for rich people, for everyone. But I think that the biggest problem is that now a lot of people interested can't afford to live anymore, so the rents are going up.
That's why you moved in now.
That's why I moved there. Yeah, I live in Islington now, which is not far.
Yeah.
But I'd love to carry on living around here. Well, no, in fact, some ways I love it during the day, but in the evening it's horrible. In the evening now, East London is unbearable because it's like Iron Apple. It's like a really people don't know what Iron Apple is. It's kind of like it's like a really ultra touristy place where people are just completely wasted and get super drunk and get in fights all the time. So now, I can't walk around this area that I love in the evening because it's just horrible.
Yeah, it's a bit like a Camden in a way.
No, it's worse. It's worse than it. I think it's like the worst of Soho. Now Soho is a really great place to go. But basically, all the idiots that want to go out for a drink on a Thursday, Friday, Saturday night, they never come into East London. So again, you take your life into your own hands, unfortunately.
And regard for your work, I know you stopped music for...
I stopped music.
For a while, huh?
No, I'm always doing music.
But this year, or last year, you started, DJing and get back to all the music things again.
I just get bored all the time. I just do loads of different things, and what's good is when I get bored of one thing, then my attention span is very short.
Yeah.
So I'll intensely create music for 6 months, and then I'll hate the music I've made and I won't want anything to do with it, and then I'll go and do design. And vice versa, and then I'll get bored of doing design and start making music again. So I always go through these periods in my career. It's always like that.
So I know apart from music, everything else you do, and one of your passion is it.
It's
Good
eating.
food. Eating good food.
Yes, probably.
That's why we always end up
Yeah.
to the same place.
I'm at the point in my
Yeah.
life when I don't drink and I don't do any drugs whatsoever. So my only addictions are food and food.
Yeah, because you travel to any country just for, like good restaurants. You make the
Yeah.
effort for that.
I make an effort to eat. I think I truly believe you are what you eat. So I care very much about what I put inside
Yeah.
me. It makes me happy. It makes me feel good. And, yeah.
Do you want to tell us a few of your favourite places in London where you go
In
to?
the whole of London.
Yeah. What maybe basic in the East?
I have to like open a map in my head.
In East London.
In East London. No, I'm thinking. Okay, in East
Yeah.
London. Obviously the Rochelle School Canteen.
Yeah.
I like all this. So Rochelle School Canteen, which is around the corner in Arnold Circus. Then obviously St John and Clerkenwell. In Clerkenwell, I really like. I like the Modern Pantry. I like. Where else do I like? Story Deli, the pizza place here.
Yeah.
I really like Szechuan Folk, the Szechuan Chinese restaurant on
Ford Street.
Hanbury Street. What else do I like? I like Viajante in Bethnal Green.
Yes, I went there last week. It's very
Good, right?
Yeah. It's really
At 10 Bells, above the 10 Bells pub.
good. Still there? I
Yeah,
thought
it's
they
still there.
left.
No, it's fantastic. No, that's still
Really?
permanent. So that's
The Young Turks still
yeah.
there?
Well, it's not the Young Turks are split up. Now.
Oh, right, yeah.
So yeah, 10 Bells is great. Where else? I really like that. Saying that's quite corporate. Well, it's not corporate. That Dishoom, the Indian place that's just opened up around the
You
corner.
told me, yeah.
That's fantastic. I mean, there's so many places. It's insane.
Yeah, so you've been DJing many cities.
Many cities.
Europe, America, Germany.
Everywhere apart from China.
China and Taiwan.
Yeah,
So we
yeah.
hope to have you over next year.
I'd love
And
to
then-
come. And I'll eat loads of great food with you.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you very much. So we're going to
Pleasure.
see Rochelle Canteen.
Let's do it.
Yeah? Okay. Thank you. Okay. That's
Okay.
nice. Very good.
That's
Yeah.
yeah.